So good morning everyone. Yesterday we had started the one problem based upon the comprehensive design of the building. So we had calculated the loads for that is the dead load and the live load. So the dead load we had got, that is the factor dead load we had got, that is 6 kilonewton per meter square, and the factor shear force comes up to be 4.5 kilonewton per meter square. So everyone had completed yesterday up till here. So we'll start with the calculations of bending moment and shear force. For that, we need to refer your IS code page number 36. In order to calculate the bending moment and shear force for the loading, we need to refer your IS code page number 46. Page number 36. So refer your IS code page number 36. So this is your table number 12. Clause number 22.5.1. So in this particular table, this table is for bending moment calculations. In this table, the dead load coefficients and the live load coefficients are given to you for the span moments and the support moments. And in this particular table, the shear force coefficient is given to you. So both the tables you need to refer in order to calculate the bending moment and shear force for that particular sum. So I hope everyone is having the IS codes with you. So refer your IS code. First one, there is the dead load coefficients, and the next is the live load coefficients for the bending moment calculations. So this is your bending moment calculations. This is your dead load coefficients, live load coefficients, and finally you need to calculate the bending moment. And for calculating the bending moment, you are going to use the formula, that is dead load coefficient plus dead load plus L effective square plus live load coefficient plus live load plus live effective square. So यहाँ पे आपके पास में dead load coefficient कितना है 1/12. So you will take it as 1/12 into dead load. Dead load comes up to be 6. Factor dead load आपको 6 मिला था. Then L effective is 2.5. So 2.5 square plus live load coefficient, that is 1/10 into live load, that is 4.5 into L effective square, that is 2.5 square. So in this way, we had calculated all these values for the bending moment for all the spans. So do these bending moment calculations for dead load and live load. And if any queries, you can ask. All these coefficients we are taken from the page number 36 of your IS 456-2000. I hope everyone understood up till here. If any queries, you can ask. Those who were not present yesterday, they can leave to 2.5 pages, and you can start with the calculation of bending moment and shear force. The dead load is 6 and the live load is 4.5. Factor dead load you have to consider, that is 6 kilonewton per meter, and the factor live load is 4.5 kilonewton per meter. Do this, and after completing, let me know so that we can proceed further. After completing, let me know all your bending moment calculations. See whether all the bending moment values you are also getting the same values or not. If any doubts you can ask. Is completed. Everyone had got the answers. Already in slab design in TRCS, you had done all these calculations for bending moment and shear force. In that you have designed the slab. Both the slabs you have designed, that is the one way and the two-way slab. After completing, let me know. It's completed. Everybody had done with the bending moment calculations. Okay. What about others? All the others are also completed. Should I proceed for the shear force calculations? Yes, Faraz, had you completed up till here? Bending moment calculations हो गए सबके? Yes, Tanveer, Faraz, Anis, had you done up till here? Should I proceed further? Okay. Okay, so we'll start with the shear force calculations. Same shear force coefficients also we are seen in your IS code page number 36. So this is the dead load coefficients, live load coefficients, and here the formula you have to use for the shear force calculation is dead load into dead load coefficient into L effective plus live load coefficient into L effective. So here also dead load, the value for the dead load is 6 kilonewton per meter and the value for the live load is 4.5 kilonewton per meter. And as you know that L effective is 2.5. And the dead load coefficients and the live load coefficients are here according to your IS 456 2000. So dead load coefficient यहाँ पे कितना है 0.4. So 0.4 and here live load coefficient is 0.45. So just substitute the values for dead load coefficient and the live load coefficient for each and every span and calculate the shear force for all these spans. So do the shear force calculations, and if any query you can ask. Slightly increase your speed so that we can solve more numericals. Yes, done. Completed. And you got the same answers. All of you are completed up till here. Yes, completed or not? Yes, Omkar, Tanveer, completed. Okay. I hope all the others had also completed the shear force calculations. Now we'll start with the next step. That is the step number 4. And the step number 4 is to check for the fracture. So for that you are having the formula, that is moment will be equals to 0.138 BD square into FCK. So here you need to calculate the D. So for that you need to take the maximum bending moment that you have calculated just now. So maximum bending moment देखो आपको कितनी मिली थी? Maximum bending moment आपको मिली थी 6.87 into, as you are calculating in mm, you need to multiply it by 10 raised to power 6. So multiplied by 10 raised to power 6 upon 0.138 into B into D. So आपको जो डेप्थ मिलती है that is 49.91 mm, that is the less than the value that you had calculated in your step number 1, that is less than that is step number 1 में जो आपको value मिली थी वो कितनी मिली थी? Step number 1 में you had got the value of depth, that is 75 mm. So your value is less than. Here the value you had got for the depth is less than the value that you had calculated earlier. So therefore your design is safe for the flexure. So do these calculations and after completing let me know. Okay, done. Now we'll start with the calculation for the reinforcement. Everybody had completed up till here. Understood? Okay, everyone had completed up till here. Should I proceed further? Now we'll start with the calculation of the main reinforcement. So for that, first of all, you need to calculate the reinforcement for the top. So first of all, we are going to calculate the reinforcement for the top. So top के लिए जब भी हम reinforcement calculate करते हैं तो आपका जो mu है that you have to take the maximum value for the mu और the top के लिए जो आपका moment आया है वो कितना आया है? Top के लिए आपका moment आया है 6.87 kilonewton meter. So you need to calculate the AST. So for AST, you are having the formula that is 0.5 FCK into B into D by Fy. 1 minus under root of 1 minus 4.6 mu upon BD square FCK. So here you are having the value of FCK as 20. As the grade of this concrete is given you 20. So first of all, calculate AST required. देखो AST required आपको इतना मिलता है क्या 274.71 mm square. The value for the depth is 75 and the value for the B is 1000 and M20 and Fe415 grade is given to you. And movement आपने already calculate किया है that is 6.87 kilonewton meter. And if any doubts or query you can ask. Okay, everyone had calculated AST required. AST required मिला सबको 274.71. Yes, everyone had got the answer for AST required. Yes, Rida, Swati. Okay. So now you need to calculate AST minimum. So for calculation of AST minimum, you are having the formula that is 0.12% of B into D. So B is 1000 and D is 100. So AST minimum आपको मिलता है 120 mm square. Then you are going to use 10 millimeter diameter bars. So for that you need to calculate the spacing. So spacing के लिए again you are having the formula that is pi by 4 into diameter of the bars, that is 10 square upon AST required into 1000. तो spacing आपको मिलता है 285.93 mm. So the maximum spacing should not be greater than 3D or 300 millimeter. So it is 285. So we will consider minimum as 225 mm. So provide 10 millimeter diameter bar at the rate of 225 millimeter center to center at the top for the continuous support. As it is a continuous slab, so for continuous support, we are going to provide the top reinforcement of 10 millimeter diameter bar. So solve up till here. Then we'll do for the bottom one. After completing for the top reinforcement, we'll proceed further for the bottom one. Yes, completed. हो गया यहाँ तक के सबका? Yes, you should inform me after completing. Okay, and I will understand that you are completed or not. हुआ कि नहीं? Yes, Faraz, Tanveer. Okay. Now we have to do for the bottom reinforcement. So for bottom के लिए आपको मोमेंट कितना मिला था? Yes, bottom के लिए मैक्सिमम बेंडिंग मोमेंट की वैल्यू कितनी मिली थी आपको? So for bottom, you had got the maximum bending moment as 5.93 kilonewton meter. See your shear force bending moment calculation. So bottom के लिए आपको मोमेंट की वैल्यू मिली थी 5.93. फिर AST required, you need to calculate AST required for bottom part. So AST required, again you are going to use the same formula, that is 0.5 FCK into BD by FY. 1 minus under root of 1 minus 4.6 mu upon BD square FCK. So AST required उसमें से आपको मिलेगा 234.58 mm square. AST minimum will be same for the top as well as for the bottom both. सो AST मिनिमम आपको सेम ही मिलेगा, डेट इज 120 mm स्क्वायर। फिर AST मिनिमम मिलने के बाद में अगेन यू आर गोइंग टू यूज द 10 mm 5 bars for the bottom also. So you need to calculate the spacing for the 10 millimeter diameter bar. So spacing आपको मिलता है 334 mm, and after calculation of spacing you need to calculate the spacing, and after calculation of spacing the spacing should be greater than 3D or 300 mm. So we are going to provide minimum as 225 mm. So provide 10 mm phi at the rate of 225 mm center to center at the bottom in all the three spans. So do the calculation for the bottom reinforcement. And as far as possible, remember that you have to provide the same diameter bar for the top as well as for the bottom. Because sometimes what happen, agar top reinforcement will get mixed with the bottom. So there will not be any problem if the top reinforcement and the bottom reinforcement will mixed with each other if you are going to provide the same diameter bar. So mostly, if possible, you can provide the same diameter bar for the top as well as for the bottom. Okay, done up till here. Everyone had understood. Okay. We'll proceed for the secondary reinforcement now. We have done the main reinforcement for the top as well as for the bottom. Then we have to proceed for the calculation of the secondary reinforcement. So secondary reinforcement calculate करने के लिए again AST minimum will be same. जो आपने main reinforcement के लिए AST minimum provide किया था, same you have to provide for the secondary also. Then here you have to use for secondary reinforcement, you have to use 8 millimeter diameter bar. So using 8 millimeter diameter bar, you need to calculate the spacing. So spacing आपको मिलता है 418.87 mm. So spacing should not be greater than 5D or 450 mm. So you need to provide minimum spacing. So minimum spacing is 375 mm. So you have to provide minimum spacing of 8 mm phi at the rate of 375 mm center to center for the secondary reinforcement. So do the calculations for secondary reinforcement. And after completing, let me know. Yes, completed. Have you done the calculations for secondary reinforcement? Now you need to check for the shear. So shear check करने के लिए you have to take the maximum shear force. Maximum shear force. Now again go to the previous step. Maximum shear force आपको कितना मिला था? Maximum shear force you have got that is 15.75 kilo Newton. So you need to calculate tau v. So tau v calculate करने के लिए again you are having the formula that is Vu by Bd. Vu is nothing but the shear force that is 15.75 upon B that is 1000 into D that is 75. तो इसमें से आपको टाउ भी मिलता है 0.21 मेगा पास्कल. Now you need to calculate AST provided. So AST provided calculate करने के लिए again you are going to use 10 millimeter diameter bar upon 225. So what is 225 over here? Yes, that is nothing but the what? 225 क्या है? 225 is nothing but the spacing. So pi by 4 into 10 square upon spacing into 1000. तो आपको AST provided मिलेगा. That is 349.06 mm square. उसमें से मिनिमम परसेंटेज आपको कैलकुलेट करना है. That is AST provided upon B into D into 1000. So मिनिमम परसेंटेज आपको मिलता है 0.465. So from that you need to calculate tau C from the page number 72 of your IS code 456-2000. So उसमें से परसेंटेज मिनिमम आपको कितना है 0.465 है. तो उसके पहले का परसेंटेज देखना है that is 0.25 एंड उसके बाद का देखना है that is 0.50. And by using the interpolation you can calculate the value for tau c. So complete up till here and if any doubts you can ask. किसी को कुछ डाउट है तो पूछ सकते हो. I hope you are clear up till now. Everything is clear up till now. After completing, let me know.